This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. Congratulations, everybody. Get yourself a pat on the back. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary with you. Rico, what's up?
Hey there.
How's it going?
It's going fantabulous. How about yourself?
Can't complain.
I feel like my mic is always super low compared to yours. I'm very confused.
Really? See, because I used to bring in my own headphones, right?
Yeah.
And I would know exactly how loud I need to talk because of the volume in my headphones. And now I haven't been using my own headphones for the last couple of weeks. And whether we use the new ones that we have or even the older ones that we have in here, I can't tell how loud I am.
Well,
everybody
everybody else has like different sensitivity, so everybody moves like the dials.
Exactly.
So then it messes it up. But I've noticed when I go to cut up the happy hour, like yours is
louder.
Yours is loud and mine is very soft. So now I'm staring at, all of our little dials and stuff, trying to make sure that mine and yours are kind of matched up. Mine's a little bit lower now, but it's still good.
And I'm a loud person.
Yeah, I feel like I turn your mic down.
That's the understatement of the year.
Very loud.
I'm a very loud person, but it's not like you're a quiet person.
No, I didn't think I was,
So
but I'm looking at this and I'm just wondering why.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'm just more controlled in my.
Maybe you have more self-control than I do.
I'm really good at what I do. What can I say?
You are, Rico. That's why we pay you the big bucks. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the starter Heyman text line. Both those open for you guys the entire show today. Plenty of stuff to get to. So it was just announced a couple minutes ago, or I guess earlier this morning. I saw it when I drove into work at 7:45, that Arizona State staffers were leaking info to help opponents and get Edwards fired.
How bad of a boss do you have to be for people to start leaking info
Yikes.
to make sure you lose
To
games?
want to get you fired.
Also, how good of a coach do you have to be to still win a decent amount of games?
That's a good point. Okay, so now we can look at it from that way.
Well, I don't know when they started
perspective.
leaking the information, but we'll just say they started leaking information, I don't know, halfway through last season. We'll just go with that.
So Herm was hired the same year that Scott Frost was. So in 2018.
One of the last
27. Yeah, it was 2017.
He's one of the last remaining dominoes.
That's right.
2017 coaching class.
Okay, so I need to go to his coaching. Herm Edwards has a lot of.
He's done a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Herm is flying commercial out of Tempe, Arizona after getting fired. Somebody saw him at the airport.
Also, Jason, Nick is not the Hokie fan. That is Nate. So we'll ask Nate later. When he
Nate. Yeah.
What exactly happened to his
awkward.
beloved turkeys?
Okay, coaching record. That's what I'm looking for because I need his sports reference page. So in 5 years at Arizona State, do you know Herm Edwards' record?
I want to say he was a little bit over 500.
26-20.
A little bit over 500.
He made 3 bowl games in his 5 years. 4 years and change.
The only reason he is getting fired is all of the NCAA violations. And apparently maybe he's not a good boss because everybody wants him out.
Everybody wanted him fired.
Yeah.
That's why. So in 5 years at Arizona State, he went 7-6 in his first year, 8-5 in his second year, 2-2 in 2020, 8-5 in 2021, and then was 1-2 this year. Interesting. He finished the season in the AP poll one time last year.
They were on the way up.
He finished 25th in the country.
They were on the way up.
Yeah, interesting. So they decided to fire him. Expectations at Arizona State are high.
I mean, I guess.
It's not like expectations at Arizona.
Nope. There are no expectations.
Arizona has different.
There are no expectations at Arizona.
That's true. Did Arizona end up beating North Dakota State last week?
Yes.
Ah, shoot.
I was watching that game.
That's
Very
a shame. That's
North
a shame.
Dakota State was putting in work. Their fullback was running all over him. It was great. Actually, I think
I
think he was just their running back, but he definitely, like, if he makes it to the NFL, he's like a Xander Horvath. He's gonna be a fullback.
Okay.
It's a big boy.
Sounds good. Once again, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys the entire show, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We are close. David just told me that we are 40 subscribers away from 2,000.
Ooh, come on, ladies and gentlemen.
We have, now here's the thing, Rico. We have 42 minutes left in the show.
I bet you won't.
Challenge him, Rico.
I bet you won't.
Thank you. Do that, Rico.
You guys, you listeners right now will not get us to 2,000 subscribers before the show is over. You know why? Because you can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. You're weak.
You're soft.
You're weak. You're soft.
You're soft. So once again,
you should definitely tell all your friends that they should subscribe because they're not soft, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing people and they enjoy sports talk at a high level, which is what we give you. Also, some just fun talk. And I give you a cool Ken Griffey Jr. shirt.
Somebody says, you're right, I won't. I'm soft. Thunder Not Collins says, yeah, you're right. Bryce says, correct. Qdoba Guy, you're right, I won't. I already have 5 accounts created for you guys. Hey, Qdoba Guy, thanks, man. That's all that matters.
Damn, all of y'all just
put in the work.
All of y'all just admitted that you're soft. All of you.
Man, what would Rashawn say?
I can screenshot this right now.
What would Rashawn say?
Especially
Bryce.
Bryce,
I know. What would Rashawn say if he heard you say that you were soft?
The next time any of y'all text in trying to step up to the plate, I'm gonna remind you that you said you were soft. I don't want to hear it.
We're gonna call him soft Bryce now.
Thunder Soft Collins.
Thunder Soft Collins instead of Thunder Not Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Soft Qdoba Guy.
Qdoba Soft Guy.
There it is. Okay.
Unnamed soft texter.
switch the
soft Bryce.
Soft Bryce. Mike Riley made me soft. Thunder Not Collins. Thunder Soft Collins.
Thunder Soft Collins. I'm seriously changing it.
Please do. See, Bryce says Nick knows how to motivate me. Exactly. How would you feel if I just text VJ right now and said, Bryce is soft? He admitted it.
Soft. He said it to us.
Joe, we're not reading that out loud because that would be very, very weird coming through the airwaves. Qdoba Guy claims that he's unsubbing at all 5 accounts now. Qdoba Guy, stop being soft. You're soft if you unsubscribe.
Soft Qdoba Guy?
Soft Qdoba Guy.
Or is it Qdoba soft?
A little bit of news from
guy.
Brett McMurphy here, Rico, before we get into the stuff that we actually plan to talk about.
Yes.
Brett McMurphy tweets out 5 minutes ago, good news. Penn State announces that it will sell beer at Beaver Stadium.
Ooh.
Bad news, will be available for purchase throughout the stadium except areas near the student section.
Interesting.
So I think I'm curious to see if there are going to be specific areas or concession stands that only carry beer at like Pinnacle Bank Arena, or eventually if it gets, into Memorial Stadium. I'm curious there. Because so when I was down in Norman last year for the Nebraska-Oklahoma game, there was only like 3 or 4 concession stands that sold beer. So you had to go to those specific concession stands to buy beer if you wanted to. There it is. So we got unnamed soft texter, Thunder Soft Collins, soft Qdoba Guy.
I'm sorry, you guys. Until you screenshot and prove to me that you subbed to our YouTube and or followed us on Twitter. Actually, and followed us on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Your names are staying as they are. Soft.
So unnamed texter says, I already subbed to your pages. Who's soft now? Well, I guess you're not soft.
Can I name you unnamed not soft texter?
There it is.
Or just send us your name.
It seems like they seems like they text in a lot.
Yeah. Send us your name.
So I'm surprised that they would not.
2672.
2672. Send us your name so we can.
What do you want to be called on the text line?
Yeah. How about this? Soft Qdoba Guy says, creating one more account. I'm running out of email address ideas.
Thunder Soft Collins is making fun of my height. It's okay.
Okay, he brings up volleyball.
Yeah.
Nebraska volleyball opens
Nebraska
up Big Ten
volleyball. Big Ten play starts tonight, 7:00 at the Bob. If you don't have tickets, go get your tickets. Unless they're sold out. They probably are, honestly. It's a very tough ticket to get. But they play Michigan State, the Spartans, tonight, 7:00. And then tomorrow, also 7:00, they play Ohio State. And I mentioned it earlier on the water cooler, or at least, right before the water cooler switched over to happy hour, that Ohio State has a win over number 2 Louisville. The only loss that Louisville has on the season was Ohio State earlier in the season. So Ohio State, although they are unranked, and I believe they might have 2 losses on the season, going to be a tough out for Nebraska. So this is going to be a good test to open up the season. Spartans tonight, Buckeyes tomorrow, both at 7 o'clock inside the Bob. Get yourself some tickets or, watch it. I believe BTN or Big Ten Plus.
That's what somebody asked. Is the volleyball game on TV anywhere?
Give me 1 second while
I think it's
find
on
out.
BTN tonight. I don't know about tomorrow.
The dumb
nights.
BTN Plus
Saturday
differences.
nights are tough because they have to work with football.
Yeah. So tonight's not on TV, but you can listen to it on the Huskers Radio Network. Tomorrow, Nebraska Public Media will have it.
All right,
So
channel
you can
12.
Watch, yep. So you
I
can
think
watch
channel
Ohio
12.
State, Nebraska tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
'Cause
Tonight you'll have to listen to it or be there.
Nebraska-
Or Big Ten Plus,
Nebraska Public Media used to be like PBS, right?
something like that.
Okay. Okay, so we got a name for the guy, AA Ron.
AA Ron,
So this is AA Ron,
not soft AA Ron.
not soft. AA Ron. Notice how we're saying not soft
Yeah, we're not
rather
saying
than
you're not saying the other.
the other one.
But don't worry, it's all
Um,
caps.
Okay, Joe says this, 402-464-5685, by the way. Do you think with Trev pulling the pin on Scott Frost, Fred might be on the hot seat this season too? I think, Joe, that with Trev pulling the pin on whether or not Trev pulled the pin on Scott Frost, I think Fred Hoiberg was on the hot seat to begin with.
Yeah.
Separately. Just hasn't been winning the games. And at the end of the day, that's what moves the needle. Have you won enough games? Are you winning games? Do we feel like this thing's going in the right direction? And that's where we're at, kind of. But how crazy if things do go south? I mean, here you are, 2018, you hire Scott Frost. 2019, you hire Fred Hoiberg. And by the year 2023, 2024, they're done. Like that is a possibility.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be kind of crazy because we looked at those hires, and rightfully so at the time,
They were great hires.
as home runs.
They were great hires. It was Scott Frost was the one that the former player, the national championship player, the guy who was born and raised in the state of Nebraska, and he's the hot shot coach. He's the hottest name on the market at the time. There's no way you couldn't go get him. It was your one chance. If you weren't his alma mater, he probably wasn't going to come here. That's how it was looked at, and that, I mean, probably still true.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fred Hoiberg, the guy who took Iowa State to multiple NCAA tournaments, the guy who coached in the NBA and coached, a pretty talented Chicago Bulls team, even though he was set up for failure.
Hey, bingo.
He was set up for
Bingo.
failure. I will stand by that.
I agree.
Was out of coaching for a while, but still, it's one of the hotshot coaches, one of the biggest names on the market. You had to go get him.
Been in many different seats, has held many different titles and
He was
chairs.
in the front office.
He's
in
been
the
front
NBA.
office. He's been the coach. He's been a player. Like there was no way.
He had a connection to the program.
It's
Was it his grandfather or his great grandfather was the coach
somebody.
of the Nebraska team that knocked off Will Chamberlain?
Yeah, one of those teams. But anyway, looking back, it's just going to be crazy to kind of think about. We could be sitting here in 2 years saying, all right, we need a new Nebraska basketball coach. Where do we go now after the home run hire did not, help out in basketball specifically? Shout out to Jason. Jason says that he just liked and subscribed, fellas. So shout out to Jason. Thank
Not
you.
soft Jason.
Not soft Jason. But Rico, I think we should do this. When we come back, we will get to our picks for the weekend, because you have the record of
I'm not great.
4-15. I am 8-11.
Yeah, not great, Bob.
So we're going to pick just this week. It's eight games because there's no Nebraska game, but we will have our super lock or super pick.
It'll get me an extra point.
Get you an extra point either way, whether you win or lose. And we will pick those games, 4 college games, 4 NFL games coming up next, as well as buy or sell.
Finally.
And here's the thing. We say we're going to get to it right now with
probably not
with a clear understanding that we probably won't get to it, or we'll have to do it in the crossover.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Happy Friday. Just stick with us. We're going to have a good rest of the show here. Happy hour on 93.7 The Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
A good game with good friends. But isn't it time to up the score when it comes to the food? Wings and Rings is here for every football fan. Catch the game on one of their big screens or snag a tail great pack to go. They're cranking up the heat and throwing in mad flavor this season. Stop by your locally owned Wings and Rings on O Street in Meridian Park or 48th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village, or grab some crave-worthy Wings and Rings to go. Make them your go-to destination to watch your team bring home the win. Wings and Rings. Game time just got better.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club or space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Lincoln loves local business. What better way to support local than to drink local? Don't miss Lincoln Craft Beer Week beginning September 26th and continuing through October 2nd. You can't go wrong with 14 different local breweries, cideries, distilleries, and more putting on events to get you familiar with Lincoln's craft beverage scene. For more details on participating venues and Lincoln Craft Beer Week, visit lincoln.org/beer tour. Brought to you by the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Remember to enjoy responsibly. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Teachers like me, parents, we don't always know as much as you guys do about what's going on with other kids.
Half the time, it's rumors.
Yeah, but if you're ever concerned about a friend who's having trouble with alcohol, prescription drugs, anything, you need to tell an adult, someone you know and trust. That can be hard, but speaking up about a problem is what helping a friend is all about.
For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Sponsored by DHHS and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're getting lots of steps in this fall between going to football and volleyball games. Are your shoes getting worn out? For the rest of September, when you stop by Brown Shoe Fit, you can take an additional 20% off the men's clearance rack sale price. The clearance rack has your favorite brands like Brooks, New Balance, Clarks, and more. Hurry in for the best selection in your size. The sale ends September 30th, so hurry in now for 20% off all shoes on the men's clearance rack at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Now back to the happy hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unfortunately, Lil Nas, DaBaby, Post Malone, those guys are not going to be playing the halftime show at the Super Bowl. Instead, it sounds like Taylor Swift will be the halftime performer.
Hey, people like Taylor Swift.
At the 2023 Super Bowl halftime show, now presented by Apple Music.
Yay. Okay. Whatever, dudes.
Are you a Taylor Swift fan?
I am not.
Can you name a Taylor Swift song older than 8 years?
How old is 22?
Like country
Swift?
Country
No.
Taylor Swift.
Could not.
Interesting.
Pop Swift? Sure. Not many.
How old is the song 22?
I don't know. But everybody plays when they turn 22.
Yeah, it's annoying. I hate it.
You.
Or the Instagram caption of like, I'm feeling 22.
I'm feeling 23.
Really, a shocker. 20, you feel 22.
I wish I felt 22.
Holy smokes.
How old is it?
10 years.
Woo. I was right.
It came out in 2012.
You said 8 years. I said 22. That's 10.
What are some other
2012. That's when I graduated high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Gee whiz. I would have been 10 years old.
Yeah.
11 years old.
Graduated high school. We had our 10-year reunion this year. I didn't go, but we had it.
Jeez. Somebody asks, how is the Jason says, wow, that's going to be a crap show. Unnamed texter asks, how was the Luke Bryan concert? Actually, I will be honest. The Luke Bryan concert was actually pretty fun.
Was it?
It was. However, this is where
Nick's complaints.
Yeah, Nick's complaints comes into play. And I'm sure I'll get a text of saying, Nick, stop complaining. You're going to a concert. The vendors for this one food place had marked everything $12. And you can't read the board until you've been waiting in line and get all the way up through the line. So the line's probably 25, 30 yards back. And we're slowly getting, up towards the actual part where you're ordering food. And you finally see the board. Because I'm like, I saw the big sign of like jumbo corn dogs. And I'm like, sweet. We're going to be able to try.
Corn dogs are delicious.
I was like, you know what? What's better? I just need a little snack before I go and grab a beer. Like, it's going to be delicious. I go up there and everything is $12.
Everything.
Corn dogs, $12. One corn dog, $12.
Was it a big corn dog?
No. It was probably this long.
That's tragic.
It was horrible. I'm telling you. So I think there was some other stuff. Funnel cakes were $12. Corn dogs were $12. Burgers were $12. Lemonade was $12.
Oh, no, I'm fighting
literally everything on their menu. They probably had about 10 items. All of it $12. No. I understand that in a situation like that, you want to charge something, it's easy for the workers to remember what the price is. You don't have to look up the board or anything. But you are charging $12 for a corn dog. Unreal.
No, I'm fighting somebody.
I was pissed because I'm like, I just waited in this line thinking, I'll probably, I thought to myself, all right, I'll pay, probably $6.
Yo, if I'm paying $12, I'm getting
for a corn dog.
I'm getting 8 corn dogs.
Yes.
Don't try me.
I was like, you know what? Corn dog's probably gonna be about
I know the price of a corn dog.
$4 or $5 because you expect the upcharge, obviously because you're in the environment, you're in the venue, all that. So I expect the upcharge.
Disgusting.
So I'm thinking $4 or $5. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a couple corn dogs, like we'll be good to go. And then I get up there and it's $12. So then I'm like, you know what? I need to find, as you folks know, if you've heard me rant about this before, if you've heard about me rant about this kind of stuff before, I'm like, I need to get the best bang for my buck. What is the best bang for my buck?
Not a corn dog.
Not a corn dog. So I was like, I'm not gonna get a corn dog.
Funnel cake.
There was Philly steaks.
Oh.
So explain to me how Philly steaks and a corn dog are worth the same monetary value. They're not.
They're really not.
And same with the lemonade. They're not.
Saucy Nook Thug says that chicken strips and fries at another vendor were $20.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
that's an actual meal.
I'm just not eating. Not
so,
$20.
$20 is a lot. $20 is a lot.
$20 for strips and a fry?
Yeah. So I'm getting there. So I get up there. I'm like, all right, what's my best bang for my buck? And I tried to get the Philly steak, and they were like, we're out of Philly steaks.
Of course, they're out of Philly
I was like,
steaks.
of course you are. The one thing that is actually going to fill me up, probably, you're out of
$12.
So I was like, I'll just do a burger. And so, Rico, they hand me a burger that looks like a White Castle-sized burger for $12. Plus, I paid with my card because I was like, I'm going to pay for my beer in cash. So I paid with my card, and I slide my card in, and then it's like $14.11
tax
on top of the 12 because you got to do the credit card fee.
Oh, the credit card
I'm like, what is going on?
Damn, bro, they got you.
So I paid $14 for a burger that had, I was like, can I get a cheeseburger, please? And they're like, yeah. What kind of cheese do you think came on this burger, Rico? Because I have never seen this, not even at a carnival.
Pepper Jack?
No. Nacho cheese. It was bun, burger, nacho cheese. I was pissed. I was like, what is this? Because it's dripping out the sides.
That's disgusting.
And I was like, what is going on? You brought nacho cheese. It's like because they had nachos. You could buy, the chips and the nacho cheese.
You said, let me get
for
a cheeseburger.
$12.
And they're like, oh, we weren't planning on cheeseburgers.
We
opened it.
We did. So it's bad news. The Kraft order did not come in. We don't have the slices of cheese. But no, they had here's the thing. They had the one of the menu items was nachos. Once again, for $12, you could have the little concession stand nacho chips, and then the nacho cheese in a little container. And it's like they put that nacho cheese, the hot nacho cheese, they put it on the bun. They put the bun on top of the burger, and they're like, all right, we're good.
There's
the cheeseburger.
There's your cheeseburger.
So I ate the cheeseburger, and I went on with my day. The one beer that they had that was under $10, which I don't mind spending more for beer because they were tall boys number one, like whatever. But the one beer that they had, it was like the Luke Bryan's 2-lane, was $8. I go up to the person, they're like, we're sold out of the 2-lane.
Of course
I'm
you
like,
are.
Come on. I'm like, so my girlfriend was like, can we get a Vizzy and a 2-lane? And they're like, we're out of 2 lanes. And I'm like, okay, so this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be.
I'm out.
But all right, 402-464.
Y'all tighter than bark on a tree.
I don't think
I never heard that. I like that one.
I like that. I like that analogy, but I also don't think that me not wanting to pay $12 for a corn dog makes me tight.
Eric says, how do you always make the worst decisions ever?
What is the worst decision?
Getting that nasty nacho
I thought it would be a cheeseburger.
Are you wild?
I thought it was an actual cheeseburger. But no, sidebar. So I had a Miller Lite because they were out of the 2-lane beer or whatever. So I had a Miller Lite. And Bryce, no. I had a Miller Lite and watched Riley Green, Jameson Rogers, the Peach Pickers, I think, was the other name of the band, and then Luke Bryan came out. But then it started raining, and it is what it is. So
he performed for
no, he was raining. He's like, you know what rain makes, and then it was in the song of like rain makes corn makes. So it went into a song.
Okay,
so it went into this whole
I was
thing.
wondering if you were going to keep going.
I was not. I did not want to. But parking was atrocious. Tickets weren't downloading because there was no cell service. It was an adventure, but we got into the concert and we were good. So it's all right.
I think it's time for us to make our picks.
Tyler says, come to the Saunders County Fair in Wahoo. $5 tall boys for the win.
I'm
interesting. I actually went to the Henderson County Fair last year, 2 years ago, and watched somebody perform, and that was a lot of fun. Those small town fairs that's my vibe. I'm all for it.
That's your vibe.
That's my vibe. So, all right. Should we go ahead and do this?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay. Time to do our picks.
Sexy picks.
We're not going to get to NFL buy or sell.
Probably
I just
not.
know it. All right. Thank you. It's time for our picks. Rico, through 2 weeks, is 4-15 overall. Myself, I am 8-11. Here is how it works. We'll pick the games according to the spreads. They're not the most interesting games necessarily. We won't pick the coolest games, the sexiest games.
We're picking the games that nobody else is going to pick.
Yes, and we always take the biggest spread of the week.
Hell yeah.
Which I forgot I did not do for football or NFL. Okay. And then we'll also, something we moved in there this last week, a super pick. Super lock. And basically, whatever game you choose or pick you choose to use as your super lock, that means that you get an extra point. Whether you hit that pick, you get an extra point on the good side or vice versa. All right, Rico, right off the bat, at 11 a.m. on ESPN Plus, Kent State travels to number 1 Georgia. Here's the deal. Kent State has had a hell of a non-con.
Yeah.
Played at the time number 18 Washington, Oklahoma on the road, and now Georgia on the road. Kent State has not had a home game, but they are rolling in the dough.
Golden Flashes. That's a cool $3 million right there.
The spread is Georgia by 45.
Stetson Bennett's not a Heisman contender. Yeah, why the hell not? Give me the Bulldogs.
Okay, I'm taking Georgia as well. Okay, so I didn't print it out, so I'm gonna take Georgia as well.
I hate that so much.
At 11 a.m. on ESPN2, this one might have some Husker fans' attention. Number 17 Baylor travels to Ames, Iowa, and faces off against the Iowa State Cyclones. The Cyclones are a 2.5-point favorite.
Nah, Baylor.
I'm taking Baylor as well. All right.
I'm sorry, Iowa State. I respect you. I like your uniforms. I like your colors. I like all that. But nah.
Okay, moving on. At 6:30 p.m. on ABC, Wisconsin travels to number 3 Ohio State. The Buckeyes are a 19-point favorite.
I hate that.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like that at all. Give me, oh, goodness gracious. Give me Ohio State.
Okay, I'm taking Ohio State as well, and that will be my super lock.
Why is this happening? Why are we picking the same
That's going to be my super lock.
Yeah, I'm not doing that one.
You're not doing the super lock?
No,
Okay.
I'm not doing that. I might have to come back to one, but I'm not doing that one.
Okay, sounds good. Because you don't know who we're picking.
I have no idea.
I picked the games.
Yeah,
every
I
week.
have
don't
no
tell
idea
you.
what's happening right now.
Next up, to round out the college football landscape, Duke travels to Lawrence.
Hell yeah.
Where the Jayhawks are a 7-point favorite.
Oh, hell yeah.
And are 3-0 under Lance Leipold. This game, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1.
Kansas, super lock.
Really? By
Kansas,
7?
super lock.
All right.
They're averaging like 53 points a game.
All right, so I'm picking Kansas as well to cover because I don't think Duke's good. But so we're both taking Kansas. You're taking them as your super.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Rock chalk football Jayhawk.
There you go.
Not basketball.
Gingerbeard Man disagrees. Says let's go Duke. All right.
We
moving
about to
on
fight,
to
Gingerbeard Man.
NFL. Buffalo Bills at noon on CBS.
Buffalo Bills. I don't need the spread.
Are a 5.5 point favorite on the road at the Fins.
Doesn't matter. Buffalo Bills.
You're taking the Bills?
Bills, big.
I'm taking the Bills as well. Gosh, this sucks, man. We're picking all the same teams. We have not picked a different team.
Yeah, I know.
This is horrible.
I'm going to go against you these last 3.
Okay. I'll be happy with that.
Okay.
Green Bay Packers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
The line is even.
Mm-hmm.
It's at 3:25 p.m. on Fox. Who are you picking? Who do you think I picked?
You definitely picked Tampa.
Okay. So you're
So I'm
taking
going to take Green Bay.
Okay. There you go. You're taking the Packers.
I know you.
Maybe.
You're a Tom Brady guy.
No, I'm not. I am not a Tom Brady guy. Sunday Night Football. San Francisco 49ers, without Trey Lance and Jimmy G starting, are a 1.5 point favorite on the road at the Denver Broncos. Jerry Jeudy is out, I believe.
He was at practice today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, that's good then.
San Fran.
That's who I put. Oh, no. Excuse me. I picked the Broncos.
I figured you would.
So you're taking San Francisco?
Yep.
Yikes. That's bold.
Jimmy G, baby.
I like Jimmy G.
I don't.
You know I like Jimmy G a lot.
I know.
Okay. And last but certainly not least, at noon on Fox, the Ravens go on the road to New England. The Ravens are a 3-point favorite.
New England. Easy.
I chose the Ravens.
Easy. I love Lamar
Okay.
Jackson, though. This is hard.
I don't love Lamar Jackson. I just think the Patriots are not very good.
Well,
I mean, who do you got? You got
be surprised.
Aguilar? Is that who your guy
Nelson
is?
Aguilar.
Aguilar.
Unlike Aguilar.
There
You
you
got
go.
Mac Jones, Pro Bowl, playoff.
Oh, of course.
Playoff rookie Mac Jones.
Of course. Playoff rookie Mac Jones.
Jonnu Smith. Hunter
They don't
Henry.
use him enough.
Damian Harris.
They don't use Jonnu enough.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Unnamed texter says Dolphins money line. I would disagree on that.
Good luck losing your money.
Unfortunately. I would disagree on that, unfortunately. I was looking at college football spreads tonight. That'll do it for our picks. I was looking at our the college football lines for tonight's games. Virginia is a 10-point dog on the road at Syracuse.
Syracuse is undefeated.
And Dino Babers. Interesting.
They're running back posts after every game, and I love it.
Well, as long as the running back posts, that's all we care
He
about.
posts about how the game was. If he posts about his stats and if he had a good game.
Okay.
I like it. He's like, it was a great team effort. I had a good game. So many carries for however many yards and touchdowns.
Speaking of football, we'll have high school football for you coming up in less than 3 hours.
That's you.
At 4:30 p.m., we have Lincoln Northeast and Lincoln High. Jay Foreman and I will be on the call for that one. If you have not heard Jay and I call a game,
it's a trip.
It's fun. Yeah, we keep it light.
Jay Foreman needs to be careful. He might get picked off.
That's true.
They're going to take him for a color commentary job somewhere else.
That is true. Okay, here we go. Not soft AA Ron asks, what's Adrian going to do against Oklahoma? Hot seat?
They're going to win.
I would not say they're going to win,
They're
but
gonna win.
Kansas State's a team that has been able to beat Oklahoma the last couple years.
3 of the last 4 years.
Chris Kleiman has their number.
2 of the last 3 times they've played, Kansas State has won.
Yeah. Chris Kleiman's able to win the big game.
Just saying.
Chris Kleiman able to. What's going to be interesting is the Kansas State game.
That's going to be fun. Wherever that's at, it's going to be sold out. Because, by the way, Kansas sold out their game against Duke. And
Sold
game
out.
day is not there, and I'm disgusted with them.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not watching game day on Saturday.
Yes, a named texter says Kleiman had Lincoln Riley's number. He did. He had Lincoln Riley's number big time. He understood. I went to the Case Oklahoma at Kansas State football game one year, down in Manhattan, and it was like the year that Jalen Hurts was the quarterback. CeeDee Lamb was there.
It was a stacked team.
Brendan Radley-Hiles was on defense.
They had a bad defense.
Yeah. Bookie did not pan out the way we all thought he was going to.
Is he still at Washington or is
No
he done?
way. No way. He that was like 2018.
I'm gonna check where
He's got to be done.
He I think he got a COVID year.
I think he was draft eligible. I think he was in the draft this year in April.
Bookie Radley-Hiles. Let's find out.
Because I mean, the way that Nebraska fans, and myself included at that time, because gosh, I would have been 16 years old. The way that Nebraska fans, just how do you say it? We're in awe of Brendan Radley-Hiles in that recruiting class in 2018 was just insane. The way, okay, so not soft AA Ron once again says Buki got dropped by the NFL. So
yep, he was picked up as the Bengals as a free agent signee in May of this year, and I don't think he's on a roster right now.
Yeah, so like once again, remember that. I mean, we always go back and reminisce real quick before we get to the crossover. That recruiting class, it was kind of interesting because you had the whole like Micah Parsons debacle, and then he got in trouble with Ohio State because of College Game Day was there and stuff.
Micah Parsons
And
almost
then
went to Nebraska.
People forget.
People
forget Micah Parsons almost.
People forget Mike Riley almost had a stacked recruiting class,
big time, and he did until it was like written on the wall that he was going to get
Mike
fired.
Riley wasn't, whispered, not even whispered, told out loud that he was going to be fired at the end of the season. If Mike Riley had all the confidence in the world, he was going to be here the next year, and like you just give him like 2 more years.
Yeah,
talent
talent would not have been the problem. Does Nebraska make a playoff if Mike Riley was given longer?
That would have been a nice recruiting class.
So just some of the commits.
Does Micah Parsons play for Nebraska?
Maybe. So here's the thing. We've done this before on this show because we are a pro 2018 recruiting class show.
Great class.
The decommitments that they had because of Mike Riley leaving. Brendan Radley-Hiles, who actually decommitted, I want to say, on Halloween, if I remember correctly.
Very sad.
Joshua Moore, who was the 5-star wide receiver who had like 53 offers.
Yep.
That he chose Nebraska. His brother Jordan was at the time committed to Texas A&M and was thinking about flipping to Nebraska, but then it was written on the wall once again. Mario Goodrich, the defensive back from Missouri,
he ended up going to Clemson.
And I saw him in the playoff games. He started in the playoff games for Clemson. Chase Williams, who was a defensive back, ended up going to USC.
Okay.
Cameron Brown, who was recruited to Nebraska as a wide receiver, then flipped to decommitted after he visited Ohio State, recommitted to Nebraska, then decommitted after Mike Riley got fired, went to Ohio State as a wide receiver. They transitioned him into a defender, and now he plays defense for the Buckeyes.
Look at that.
We had the whole Masri Mapiu thing from York.
He ended up with
Lafayette. And then there was that whole like drama situation for Eric Fuller, the wide receiver out of California, that had been committed for years, like 3 years, and then or 2 years or whatever, and just never there was like a lot of drama. Then I think was a legal situation. Yeah, it's interesting. So,
nice 2018 class.
Yeah, That's wild. Oh, here's a hot take. Quit watching Game Day anyway because of that bleep Pat McAfee being hired on. Do we not like Pat McAfee?
He has his moments. His shtick is getting a little tiresome.
Yes. Okay, I can agree with that. It's obnoxious at times.
But he has his moments.
Okay.
There are times when it's like a serious moment and he's just like, oh, and I'm like,
it blows it way out of proportion.
Pat.
Yeah.
Come
obnoxious. Obnoxious. So, all right. That'll do it. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the crossover. Nate will join us. Maybe we get to one of these questions of NFL buy or sell.
I doubt it.
And here's the question. The 49ers will be willing to trade Trey Lance at the end of the season. Not saying that they will.
That's a buy or sell
but
question.
They will be willing. It will be open for discussion.
Buy or sell, the 49ers are willing to trade Trey Lance by the end of the season.
By the end of the season. He's out for the year with a leg injury. Already had surgery. Jimmy G's their guy for the rest of the year. Buy or sell Trey Lance on the trading block by the end of the season. We'll talk about that with Nathan. Also, Taylor Swift has been confirmed or reported as the halftime performance at the Super Bowl in 2023. So how do we feel about that? Let us know your thoughts. We'll round out the week. 402-464-5685, as well as subscribe to our YouTube. We're close to 2,000. Get us over the hump here in the next couple minutes. We'll be right back. You're listening to Happy Hour on the Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. And you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
The weather in Nebraska is unpredictable every day, and that's no fun when you're trying to golf. Double Eagle Golf in West Lincoln is now open to let you play in perfect indoor conditions daily. Double Eagle Golf has 5 simulator bays to hit in, by far the most in Lincoln. It has a fully stocked bar with beers and cocktails for you to enjoy while you play. Double Eagle Golf is open each weekday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., so you can start the day there, take a client over lunch, or end the night with friends. Check out Double Eagle Golf today inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street.
Take your tan to the max at Max Tan. Right now, get 10 days for $10. All levels, including sun, spray, and red light. 4 Lincoln locations make it easy to take your tan to the max with no appointment necessary. 10 days, $10. Details online at maxtan.net.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.58 per hour. And other select jobs is starting at $24.28 per hour. with wages growing up to $30.30 per hour. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at freedmanlaw.com today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
A few showers will still be possible this morning, but by late this afternoon, we'll try to mix in some sunshine, staying cool with a high of 69, south winds at around 15. Clear tonight with a low dropping down to around 52, and an absolutely gorgeous start to the weekend. Sunny skies tomorrow with highs back to around 84. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary, sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back here on the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert, Rico, Nathan Brennan with you guys as well here on the crossover. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube page, you need to get over and do that right now. We'll see how much they are. But first, there's something we need to do. And it's Narco. It's this.
Narco.
Thank you, Rico.
It's necessary.
It is necessary.
Even though there's no Husker football game this Saturday.
Yeah, we're
That's
fine.
just getting you ready for the rest of college football.
There's a lot of
some college volleyball.
That's right.
Getting you ready for volleyball tonight and tomorrow.
There's a lot of good matchups too in college football. A lot of good matchups.
There are. One of the here. Let me just get your picks just for fun here, Nate.
All right, we'll have Strick's picks too.
Yeah, it's fine, just for fun.
Unnamed texter says this song sucks. No, unnamed texter, it doesn't.
That's fine.
I was going to say something else, but I'm going to be a good person.
I know you were.
You want to? Yeah, I was going to say it.
Kent State at Georgia. Georgia's a 45-point favorite.
Give me Georgia.
Okay.
And give me Stetson Bennett to win the Heisman. The odds are tricky.
Baylor.
Fourth best odds now, Rico. Don't think I'll ever let that go. After this weekend, once he tears up Kent State for like 6 or 7 touchdowns, he'll probably be right behind CJ Stroud for 2.
I'm going to look up fourth week of college football, best odds to win the Heisman, just like in the past. And just inform you on who else was fourth best and ended up not doing a damn thing.
I'm glad I took it when it was plus 30,000.
Hey, Adrian Martinez used to be the 4th best Heisman.
Adrian Martinez was
Let me know how that worked out for you, because by week 4, I promised you he wasn't. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee by week 2 he wasn't. All right, that's beside the point.
What's your breaking news?
Do you want it now, or do you want to go through some of these games?
Well, okay, yeah, we can go through the. Okay,
you want to do breaking news?
Just do breaking news.
All right, I'll do breaking news. Shameless plug. Make sure you guys have your 10-11 notifications on, because if you did, you would already know, and this would be breaking for you when it happened.
Is it the casino?
It is official.
Yes.
The casino
We
will
are
open
alive.
Saturday. The first phase includes a 9,000 square foot gaming floor, more
Yep.
than 400 slot machines, sportsbook kiosks, and simulcast and live racing.
All right. We going Saturday night, Nate?
Maybe.
You have anything going on tomorrow?
No, I'm going to a bunch of stores and stuff. We have
Bunch
to
of
get
stores.
We have to
Bunch
get
of stores.
Rico
What?
knows my
What?
pain.
No. What do you have to get?
We have to get fall decorations.
Oh, all right. We just did that. That sucks.
Have you gotten your fall decorations?
Have you got
We
your fall
already
decorations
we have
out?
fall decorations.
Do you have the big tubs?
Oh, we
That
have.
you-
We have.
So you already have
Yeah.
the
So
tubs.
she
There
does
you
that.
go.
I'm good with it. You know, she does all that. My only request is that I get to decorate for Halloween because she doesn't like that. We decorate for like every other holiday. She doesn't want me to decorate for Halloween. I need to. I got to put some big old spiders by the door. Some of that stupid, annoying, fake spider webs. That's just like fluff.
I hate
There-
to be that
there
guy.
are
Well,
stuff-
I hate those spider webs. I hate to be that guy. I hate Halloween.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I genuinely.
That's
with
not
a passion,
surprising,
I hate
Mr.
Halloween.
Macros.
I hate. Well, not
You
even
hate
that.
Halloween?
I'm not a big candy guy. Like, I mean, like I'll eat candy, but like I don't.
I'm not a big
I'm
candy
not
guy
a
either.
huge candy guy, but no, I mean, like I dabble sometimes. Like we have candy in the studio. And
Not
that's
soft Aaron is right. We didn't get to this. and
We
it's
did
very-
not.
It's very important. It's very important.
We're getting back to this Halloween thing. Real
We
quick.
will.
All right, we'll get back.
So Husker women's basketball had some breaking news earlier today. Two-time All Big Ten selection point guard Sam Hybe out for the season with a leg injury, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Big
that's
blow
big.
to Husker women's basketball. They'll be missing their point guard who came back for her senior year, her not
Yes.
COVID senior, just regular season.
No,
year.
it was her.
Was it
It's
COVID?
her
Yeah.
final year.
So her final year.
So I believe she hasn't used a medical red shirt, so she would be able to apply for that if she so desires. But I'm not sure if that's something that's a decision that's probably
Big
not.
blow to Husker women's basketball.
Big
missing
time.
missing their point guard. She's the only I believe player, men's or women's, in Nebraska basketball to have over 1,000 points, over 500 rebounds, and over 400 assists.
Going back, yes, you're right. You're right. Thank you.
She's a beast.
Going back to before we get to the
You
football
guys
game.
are no. Well, first of all, I have to defend myself and my Hokies. Dirty Tony and the boys. How about that game last night? Looked like your Hokies wasted all their energy on the Enter Sandman intro. One, Enter Sandman, still the best entrance in college football. It's not debatable at this point. Two, Virginia Tech going into the fourth quarter was only down 16-10. Holding West Virginia to 16 points in 3 quarters is actually insane.
Neil Brown is on the hot seat for West Virginia.
He is. Well, I'll tell you what, West Virginia's defense, not great. Their front seven is pretty good, but their secondary is atrocious. West Virginia's offense is awesome. Like I hate West Virginia, but their offense is fun. Like if you like points and you like offense, they're fun to watch. It was best on best. Virginia Tech, they got tired at the end.
Not best.
Gave up 15 penalties. And don't even get me started. There were a couple that were garbage, but for the most part, they were validated. And I can't stand penalties. It drives me crazy. 140 yards in penalties.
That's a whole football field.
That's a football field and a half in penalties.
Maybe.
So my guy,
don't
when you
do
show
that.
that 33-10, that is not an indication what the game was actually like. It was a great game to watch. It was best on best. They went into halftime. West Virginia was up 13-10. It just, my Hokies, we're going for 6 wins. New offense, new head coach, new quarterback,
Going
new
for 6
system.
wins.
We're going. At 6 wins in a rebuild, we'll take. We'll take it.
Okay.
We'll take it.
There you go, Vatek.
There you go.
You do
Vatek.
That's what I had. No, I had to air my grievances.
You do you, turkey
Nate,
legs.
would you be willing to spend $12 for a corn dog?
I'd be willing to spend $12 on a turkey leg. Because actually, that's the thing, which is kind of ironic because I always tell people to eat more ham. Usually at Virginia Tech games,
What?
they
What?
sell no,
What?
no,
Why?
no turkeys.
Don't
No,
glaze-
save the turkeys.
Don't glaze past that.
No.
Glaze.
No, save the turkeys. Save the turkeys. But they sell
Eat
turkey
more
legs
ham.
at games that they're $14. You can get like
Are
a
people gonna
huge
get
turkey leg.
You
It's
think people are
awesome.
gonna get like ham leg?
It's like yeah, they should. It's like a ham bone. You know the ham bone? Isn't that a minor league baseball team?
The ham bones.
The ham bones.
I'd
No.
probably
No.
somewhere.
That was so.
The T-Bones, it used to be in the Independent Baseball Organization, American Association, with the Salt Dogs. It used to be the Kansas City T-Bones. Now it's the Kansas City
Nice.
Monarchs. So
Richmond actually they were voting for their new team when they decided they were going to be the Flying Squirrels, and they let the city of Richmond, like people that live in the Richmond or outer Richmond area, were the ones who got to decide the name of the team. Why we decided Flying Squirrels, whatever. At least they have a cool looking logo, and the mascot looks pretty cool. I'm not a big fan.
There's
of
nothing better than minor league baseball team names.
It is true, but the one that came in second was the Ham Bones. That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool.
The Richmond Ham Bones.
It's Richmond Ham Bones.
Ham Bones.
Cool.
Jason, I'm confused what you mean by this. How's the bottom feel today, Nick? Spank.
What does that even
I feel like that should have been read in private.
No. I think what he meant is how's the bottom feel today, Nate, for Virginia Tech, because Virginia Tech got spanked last night.
Honestly, though, the thing is, they didn't get spanked. It was just one of those.
Can we stop saying spank?
They didn't get smoked.
Thank you.
At the end of the game, it was honestly classic Virginia Tech. Your defense plays lights out the entire game, and they get tired. I mean, the time of possession, West Virginia doubled Virginia Tech's time of possession.
Well, just
your
be better.
defense gets exhausted. But I told you guys before the game, I said it's going to be best on best, and Virginia Tech's offense isn't that good. Well, turns out that's true. Also, I appreciate you, Dusty. He says, I rooted for Virginia Tech last night, and it was like watching the Huskers. It was pretty tough to watch.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Fourth quarter.
Okay.
Also, Halloween is stupid. Yes, I agree with that.
You're wrong, but it's okay.
You did not take the whole Country Road song back, though, last night.
No, we're still taking it back.
West Virginia owns it.
No.
It's theirs.
The game was played in Virginia. Sorry.
33-10 means West Virginia still owns the song.
We took
That's
it
why
back.
Country Roads was on the back of the helmets.
No, we took it back.
Mr. Unlimited asks, Nick, how hard are we hammering that Iowa and Rutgers under on Saturday? The under is 34.
Yeah, that's not happening.
For Iowa?
34 points?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Whoa. For Iowa?
Iowa.
So get this. Iowa is a 8.5
No,
point
I'm going to tell you.
favorite.
I was about to tell you, I have two locks of the weekend. Rutgers is 1, and then my other lock is Oklahoma 12.5.
That's not
over
happening.
K-State.
That's a lock.
Is it
Kansas
at
State's
Norman?
gonna win that.
I might change the line to 28.5.
How'd that work for Nebraska Northwestern?
All right, there was a lot of emotions.
The best thing ever is
I feel like this is a lot of emotions.
He rolled in.
You hate Adrian.
No.
Nate rolled into the casino. Nebraska is going to win by 4 touchdowns. Nebraska's going to win by 4. I'm moving the line to 28.5.
Well, in my defense, I only moved to 20.5 because they didn't let me go any higher. But I would have gone higher if they let me.
And they ended up losing.
Straight up.
So actually keep saying what you're saying.
I should have faded it, and I should have gone Northwestern money.
Give me Kansas State over
Here's
Oklahoma.
Here's an underrated game of the week: Arkansas at A&M. It's in Arlington at Jerry World. Arkansas. Arkansas is probably. I think Arkansas is going to win. I think Arkansas is really good. I like KJ Jefferson a lot.
I don't agree with Big Game Boomer on a lot of things, but the one thing where he says neutral site games are dumb, I agree.
You don't like neutral site?
No. Play it on
Big
one of the
Game
campuses.
Boomer also says that Virginia Tech has the best entrance in college football.
Well, Big Game Boomer
Again,
is
I don't agree with a lot of the things he
no,
says.
but you know that's true.
But I do agree with neutral site games.
It is
being
if
dumb.
you're winning.
What do you mean?
The entrances lose a pizzazz when you're losing.
Did you see that last year when Virginia Tech ended up going 6-6 when they played North Carolina?
Mm-mm.
People literally said college football was back after that. Enter Sandman. I know you've seen the clip.
Well, yeah.
Have you seen Dabo Sweeney running like 12 miles in front of his team down the hill?
I hate it. He makes it about himself.
I do not like
he
that.
literally makes it about
It's
himself.
a very big look at me move.
It is.
Yeah, I
they
don't like
ride
that
the
either.
buses around the stadium.
I
So
kind of like.
unnecessary.
I like the bus.
it's
I
so
like the bus
unnecessary.
thing. I like the
Ugh.
hill. Howard's
it.
Rock. I guess cool. You're touching a rock before you go down. Whatever. I like all that, but the Dabo Sweeney running 50 yards in front of his team. Come on, man.
You know what I wish?
It's like, dude, these are a bunch of like 20-year-olds, and you're like 45.
I just wish.
Come on, man. Really?
I just wish Nebraska had a live mascot. I'm jealous.
What would it be?
I'm jealous of Georgia. I'm jealous of Georgia.
Texas. They have the Longhorn.
That's cool, but I'm jealous of
That's
Georgia
awesome.
because they got the awesome
LSU.
bulldog.
LSU has a tiger.
Is that
LSU
a real
is a tiger.
It
Yeah,
is?
it's a real tiger.
Mike the Tiger.
Mike.
You can go visit him.
Now
I mean,
listen,
Texas A&M has like a whatever
an ox,
dog.
An ox is
Yeah,
dangerous,
yeah.
but like, is it really smart to have a tiger, like a live tiger?
It's in a
the
cage.
stadium?
It's in a cage. It's caged.
Sure about that?
Yeah, I mean, ask Bevo.
I
ask
am-
Bevo about that. I mean, dude,
Didn't the Falcons
Bevo
get
went
loose for
after
a team?
Bevo went after Georgia's bulldog.
He did. No, he did.
That's why we feel bad.
Just
Well, the
talking
problem
mess.
is
Colorado has a buffalo.
Well, the problem is that they take it out of the cage.
That's the problem. Yeah, you give it too much freedom. It's mixed signals. Can I go free?
Do they let the tiger out?
No,
of the
they do
cage?
not let the tiger out of the cage.
They
On a
should
leash.
Put it on
Tiger's
do not
not
let the
leash,
tiger
just
out.
chilling.
Tiger
The
out.
tiger's just sitting at
Free
the
the
20-yard
tiger.
line.
If Peter's
Colorado.
listening, no,
Free
if Peter's-
Mike.
If Peter's listening right now, free the tiger.
Free Mike.
Free Mike.
Free Mike.
Yeah, Corey and Lincoln is right.
Make it a thing. Free Mike.
Ralphie, Colorado's Buffalo, the best.
Do they let it loose?
Yeah, it runs on the field, runs from one end of the end
What
zone
is
to the
going
other, and then it
on?
runs back.
How is this allowed?
They do it. It's awesome.
They let a live buffalo. Does
but-
someone ride the buffalo?
No, they have multiple handlers making sure it doesn't.
I mean,
run away.
doesn't USC ride a horse or whatever?
Yeah,
Well, a
so does
horse.
Florida
I mean,
State.
like a horse is okay.
Yeah.
A horse makes sense.
But Ralphie, little known fact, Ralphie is
Whoa.
always a female buffalo.
Really?
I did not know that.
Okay, so
Are
we
they,
got
like, calmer.
I don't know. Probably.
we got to
I
think
would assume
that
that's probably
Ralphie does not look calm. Ralphie does not look calm.
That on the field?
That is not
Yeah,
calm.
it's calm.
I will never forget.
Just
So
sprinting.
like the Sooner Schooner or whatever, it fell over like a year and a half at the Red River rivalry or whatever. Was it was it Red River rivalry?
I don't know.
Either way, it fell over one of the games. But and then the very next week, it was Oklahoma, Nebraska down in Norman, and it passed me, and I was like, "Dang, I remember seeing that thing tipped over."
Ooh, somebody unnamed text says Auburn also has an eagle.
I was about to say someone lets out a bird.
Yeah, it's Auburn.
Well,
War
Eagle. So
even though they're
someone-
the Tigers,
Who lets out a falcon? There's a team that lets out a falcon.
probably Air Force.
Air
Is it Air
Force.
Force?
I don't know.
Probably, I don't know.
Here's the
They're
thing.
the
So
Tame a bird to come back. That doesn't seem smart.
Oh, plenty of people do. Falconeers, I believe that's what they're
what
called.
if it gets scared? It's like,
Oh,
they have little
thousands of
blinders
people.
on.
Oh, really?
interesting. So here's the 17 best live mascots in college football. Then we'll get out of here. Sir Big Spur for South Carolina. It's a Gamecock.
I think they're changing its name. Actually,
really?
no, they are. They are changing its name because that was the whole
that's
joke about all the
awesome.
stuff. One of them was. I don't know if I can.
When was
Can I
this?
say it on air?
What?
Yeah, this is September 23rd. Jeez, this.
One of the
Whoa,
names.
this article was written today.
Oh, really?
Wow.
One of the
How
names
timely.
that they were considering, because I guess they were going to change the name from Sir Big Spur, or maybe that's what they changed it to.
Maybe-
Was Cock Commander.
That's right. I remember hearing about that. So
okay,
then,
wait, but
here-
first I
here's-
gotta address this real
Yo, the Huskies have a husky.
quick. The female buffalo are much smaller.
That makes
So
sense.
you could have 10 handlers on a male buffalo and not be able to control it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just letting a wild buffalo.
Wait,
Free Mike. Hashtag free Mike. Make it
started
a
out on
thing.
Twitter.
Tiger on a leash.
That's not happening.
Tiger on a
We're
leash.
tweeting that out.
Tiger on a leash.
Yeah, Death Valley's
Free-
going to have a much
free Mike.
much
Different
different meaning.
meaning.
Everybody run.
We all know LSU's the true Death Valley. Bill the Goat is for Navy. It's a goat.
I knew that one. No, Ryan
Really?
says disappointed with you, Nate, that on sports radio you knew that Colorado runs a live buffalo every game. I know they have the live buffalo. Like, I know that they have it in the stadium.
Technically, it's a bison. Not a
I did
buffalo.
not know that
Sorry.
they let the buffalo like run free.
Yeah, well, not run
I
free.
actually
It's
like,
all the
didn't know
handlers
that.
are
What?
around.
He's kind of running free.
Whoa!
What are those handlers gonna
shout
do?
out to Noah Walters at North Alabama.
Is he getting the start?
They have
Oh.
They have a live mascot, Leo the Third, that is a lion.
They have a lion. Wow.
Free Leo the Third.
No.
Free Leo the Third.
You are wanting people to die.
No, you can have him on a leash.
But look at Uga.
You're not gonna leash.
That's what I'm saying.
A lion
best,
or a tiger.
Best live mascot out there.
He's okay.
Uga.
He's okay.
Nebraska has a drunk farmer.
Mike.
is okay.
Hey, shout out to Mike the Tiger.
Mike the Tiger.
Bevo at Texas. Renegade at Florida State.
Right.
And number 1 is Ralphie the Buffalo for Colorado.
I genuinely I knew they had a buffalo. That blows my mind.
Yeah,
I let him just
Smokey
run.
at Tennessee is a better
Smokey at Tennessee
dog
is
than
interesting.
Uga.
I would disagree. There's nothing there. There's something
bulldog
about-
is cool.
Something about fat dogs are awesome.
Memphis has Tom the Tiger.
I love
Hashtag free
fat
Tom.
dogs.
All the tigers and lions need to be freed.
So.
If they
Texas
can run
A&M has like a.
If
I
they
don't know
can
what the
run a
dog is called.
buffalo on the field,
Like
you
a
tell me you can't run a
Border
tiger.
collie? I could be wrong.
Someone should get like a jaguar.
No. South Alabama. I think they're the Jaguars. I could be
So
wrong.
I'm saying you could make like a little hut, let them
Yeah.
run through it.
Stick around on the block with Nate and Stricker coming up next, and then at 4:30, myself and Jay Foreman will be live at Seacrest Field for Lincoln Northeast and Lincoln High. But we will talk to you here on the Happy Hour on Monday. Enjoy the bye weekend, everyone. See ya.
Adios.
An entire week celebrating Lincoln's craft brewers is just around the corner.